Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Portrait of a Lady on Fire. This is a 2019 film. It is rated R. It runs 2 hours. And it stars, probably not going to say any of these names right, Noemi Merlant, Adele Haenel, Luana Bajrami. We'll give those a shot. There you go. The description of this is on an isolated island in Brittany at the end of the 18th century, a female painter is obliged to paint a wedding portrait of a young woman. This is Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Well, I am doing a review of this movie, but that doesn't exactly mean that I liked this movie or any movies like this. I am usually against watching movies with subtitles. I usually don't have the patience for it. I can't just sit and watch 2 hours of reading a movie. It's not what I watch movies for. It's for entertainment. It's for to be interested in something. It's to be invested in an idea or watch a cartoon or watch an action scene or something. I don't watch movies to read subtitles. It's just not what I do. So when I sat down and I started reading this movie last week, or last night, I'm sorry, when I started into it and I was reading the subtitles, I was like, you know what? I've been meaning to watch this movie for a while because it's been on my list. I know people have, been suggesting it. I know what it's about. It sounds interesting enough. Maybe there won't be so much talking because it's about a lady painting. And I thought maybe it'll be fine. So that's my overall opinion about this movie after watching it is that yes, it has subtitles the whole time, but there is a lot going on with the painting, with interactions that you can kind of tell what's going on even if you weren't to watch the subtitles whatsoever. But honestly, for future use of this video, in this times of the virus, I just kind of felt like toughing my way out through this movie because it has been on my list and I wanted to watch the whole thing to be able to say I've seen it. And that's another reason why I decided to tough it out last night too. So, as you get going in this, I don't know, maybe other people are like me where they don't really like the subtitle movies. As you go through this, it gets more interesting and you kind of know what's coming. It's pretty predictable and it's of an olden time and it's of a story, one person's story in history. And it's a nice love story, I guess. And it has some other things happen that are of intrigue. And it has pretty dry characters. I mean, they're talking what, French, or I think there's a little bit of Italian in this also. But it's fine. It's a fine movie. If this were made in English, like I would have preferred, it probably would be a little bit of a, maybe a high school movie where people are, they only have the summer to really enjoy themselves and they just are meaning to talk to each other, but they are getting around to it in the last couple months that they have available. So, I mean, it's a very generic movie in that sense that the reason why it was made was because of one person's experience in history. They had this person that they liked while they were doing a job, and then that's it. That's the end of the movie. So, um, I don't know why we keep making movies like this and why people think this is interesting, but I guess it's kind of a life lesson, for people to stop waiting until the last second to tell somebody that they like them. It's that the reason why we keep getting movie after movie after movie of this idea where, I don't know, Netflix and theaters alike get the same movie, just in different forms. So, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It has four main characters and maybe a cast of 30 people. Not too big, not too big of a main necessary people that are around. It's a little slow because it's only these 3 to 4 ladies in this house at a time. There's some nice walks on the beach, where in the ocean, where it's very pretty scenery. The painting by this lady that is the main character of the movie, which is doing the painting. She has some nice artwork. She gives some nice lessons. She knows what she's doing. She shows her expertise. There's good interaction between her and the housemaid. Um, that's nice, to paint out kind of, some human characteristics. They weren't just completely stuck up. They addressed the issue of being a woman versus a man. There's some nice elements to it as far as that goes. It's not why I watched the movie, but it kind of came out. So, can I suggest it? Sure. Go ahead and go watch it. A lot of people watch these subtitle movies. A lot of people are interested in this kind of a movie with the painting and the scenery and all this stuff. And sure, it's worth a watch. If you're up for that and you have 2 hours to waste and you want to get involved and this movie was out in theaters somewhere. I think I might have seen it at one of the smaller theaters while they were still open and everything, but I just didn't have the urge to go see it in theater for sure. And I'm just kind of happy I saw it. I'm not really excited that I saw it or anything like that, but I'm just glad I saw it, so it's out of the way. I'm going to give Portrait of a Lady on Fire on a C rating, and I just can't get that excited about it for you. You're going to have to see it yourself and kind of see what I mean. That it's kind of a bland movie, it's kind of a bland story, and reading subtitles is no fun for anybody. So, if there is a subtitle movie out there that I have to watch, let me know. Maybe I can tough my way through it. If I can find it, I'll give it a try. But this is probably one of the better ones that I have seen since I sat through the whole thing. I enjoyed it. Um, I'd say it was fine. So I think I could give a lot of subtitle movies a really low grade because I just don't care and I can't get invested in them. And a lot of them I just stop it after a half an hour if I think it's completely boring after a half an hour. So a C for Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.